Real music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
You know,
hey, KRS-One, False Pride. That's one of my favorite pieces.
Oh yeah,
that was hard.
That's
you know
hard. Yeah,
but
that's crazy.
Continue what you were saying.
So this same group of friends is the friends that rolled over with you to Sacred Heart?
Nah, so basically, that's dope that you knew about that. He knew what high school I went to, man. That's dope. So basically, we was all trying to get in there, but we all end up. So I'm gonna just tell you the whole thing. So we started a group called BAWJP, and everybody used to clown us because they was like, "Oh, it sounds like an African name." It was an acronym for the first letters of our name. You know what I'm saying? So Brandon, Austin, Wayne, Jordan, Papa, BAWJP. So we as the kids in the neighborhood who from over there, but we like to play sports, we like to party, we like to mess with the chicks. We had something bigger on our minds. So me and Papa end up going to private school. I go to Sacred Heart. Papa go to he go to Stewart Hall. So then Brandon goes to Wash, Wayne go to Galileo, Austin go to Burton, and from there that was like. It was bittersweet because we not together all the time, but we were so strong independently that we attract other people like us. So Brandon at Wash doing his thing, he grabbed five people. Wayne at Gal, he grabbed some people. Austin, where he at, he grabbed some people. Then I got my crew. I'm rocking with like 3 or 4 dudes that's all in the same mindset. A group of 5 people in like 2 years when we get to high school grows into 25. Now we throwing parties, we run in the city, anything party wise, like Prices to Rock. He was throwing parties with us when we was in high school. Feel me? We was throwing these parties called White Rabbits. So like we doing parties, we hitting the parties every weekend. We a part of the culture. So by the time I hit 16, I'm throwing parties and I got a job while playing sports. So I'm completely disconnected from any bullshit because I'm making my own money. Then my mom eventually tell me, like, she told me when I was 14, her and my grandma, she's like, we don't really got it, but if you get good grades, we'll figure out something to give you some money. So I'm like, smooth, I got 3 sources of income right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm eating fresh everything. So that we created that group and it made it look cool to not be with the shit. And we had everybody at our parties. We had influences like Boog always used to be on the same. His cousins was in the same neighborhood as me. Boog Peso. He throw all the parties. So we was watching like, okay, we peeping out. He doing it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got to do this our way too. You feel me?
Would you say it was it would be if somebody was familiar with like Shmop? Would it be something
that's
like that?
A direct influence because when we hit 17, once a couple people in the group actually got 18, we started getting abandoned buildings or somebody mama wouldn't be in there or
leave a house or something.
We'd get a hotel and we'd be like, hey, everybody pull up and had a whole city in there. Just lit, man. People be like, oh, y'all.
So most of y'all parties wouldn't have no bullshit?
I was about to ask that.
All right, so one, it was, oh man, this is crazy. So we threw this huge party in the city. It was a White Rabbit event and we literally had the whole city there. I was like 16, one of the biggest parties ever. So I'm talking about the line is down the stairs.
How was y'all promoting these at that time?
We were just on AIM and Facebook and just word of mouth. Cause you got to think, we got at least one person at every major school in San Francisco. So it's like, we like, all right, me and my homies.
Y'all got a network.
Exactly. We the top 5 promoters. And then we like, hey, you telling your people, I got mine, and tell them they come get the pre-sales from us. So everybody want to come keep it lit, and then they just funnel it to us, and then we'd be like, we'll either break them off something, or we like, yeah, you got to come get your pre-sale from us. And then our barber was this dude. He was the best running back in the whole city. So it's like everything was just lined up.
What's his name?
Quincy Nelson.
Shout out Quincy.
If you ever see the dude that be dressed like Spider-Man dancing and shit, that went viral, that's him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, one of the best athletes I've seen in my life.
Yeah, shit. You see how he did
it? A barber, athlete, motivational speaker, businessman, everything, bro. He a genius. But so, get back on topic. So basically, when we throw this lit party, I'm talking about, I really felt like a celebrity for one of the first times in my life. I walk past this long ass line, all the thugs in there, all the fine girls you've been seeing, and I walk up, fresh cut, feel me, whatever, and I skip all of this and go to the front of the line. And I'm like, I see some people point them out like, come in. It felt like another level. So in high school, you like, man, this dope.
Right.
So that party happens. I guess everybody came to the party. So people who was beefing came to the party. Long story short, I don't know what happened. I'm not pointing no fingers. I don't even think it was nobody that came to the party or was at the party that this happened. A German lady visiting from Germany gets shot by the party. So, you know, they end up rounding up.
That made the news.
Oh, man.
I remember that.
Exactly.
You remember that?
So they end up rounding up a person from every hood in San Francisco, and I guess they interrogated them. That don't got nothing to do with me, but they associated back to the party. Once they did that, they say, "Oh, White Rabbit events, y'all can't throw no more parties in the city." So that it was like shut that down, which is crazy because soon as that happened, like within the same year, feel me, HBK get popping. So we hear about this underground wave, and we like, man, we can't do no venues. Let's hit the house parties. So we start going crazy with the house parties, and then from there, after that, everybody went to college or did their own respective thing. But
now, did you guys ever like capitalize like as far as like merch or had anything that people could recognize? Y'all wasn't there yet. We just did it
with the music. So,
just with the music.
So when we was making music, I wasn't really into it. I had made my first song in 2009. I was always rapping, but not serious. I was an athlete. I'm like, I want to eventually become a doctor or something. Not really getting into my artistic side. So, but everybody else was like, we making music, we having fun. So they was making music, going crazy. We dropped a project called the BAWJP Takeout that hit the city, was going up. From there, we was kind of quiet, but I never lost. That got me started because I was like, this is fun. I can enjoy this, and I'm good at it. So I'm like,
so at this time, are you young Jay Stunna?
Yeah, I'm Jay Stunna.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have 2009 I transitioned to Stunnaman02. That's crazy how you know that. That's dope. Yeah, he really in there. So 2008, that was like my last year, kind of like being Jay Stunna, and then I met Stunnaman from the pack. We had our not altercation, just an exchange of words, which then people started calling me Stunnaman, and out of respect, I kind of put the 02 on it. That was my number in football.
So we gotta paint this picture for the people.
Right.
Jay Stunna.
Yeah.
Is running down to the park by Macy's.
He been listening to the interviews. You were waiting to guard.
Stunnaman is in the park.
Yeah.
Jay Stunna is already mad because his girl is down there being funny.
Yeah, she was on some
laughs and
bullshit.
shit.
Yeah, you watched the interviews too. Hey, y'all locked in.
So let's paint this picture. Jay Stunna is young and got that.
You feel me?
You got all that
bravado. Yeah. But I ain't really tripping off.
But you ain't tripping off the bra. It's
the principle. What you lie about it for?
But Stunnaman from the pack ain't showing the type of love that you expecting.
When you see
you my role model, you my idol. Everybody,
I'm a fan of you, and
everybody in the hood telling me I look like you. I'm a big fan.
So you got the deep waves.
Man, deep busting. They said I had the best waves in the point. 360.
I'm a fast forward many moons forward.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go back.
Yeah.
But I'm in Cornerstone.
Yeah.
I've seen Stunnaman perform at Lake Merritt.
Yes, sir. I was there.
But at Cornerstone, this is a different vibe. This performance at Cornerstone, we're gonna go back to this. But I just gotta hit on this real quick.
We in Berkeley.
You're performing, and it feels like Kamaya when she came back to downtown Oakland, that first show. I was there, and it gave me the same vibes, right? So I'm in this party. The very first guest from this show ever, Karan Streets, is in this party.
Yeah.
We always talk hip hop. I love Karan Streets. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
I go to his plays, all the shit. I champion him as an actor. And he's a dope dude. He says, I said, man, this dude, man, right now, man, he fucking the game up, bro. I'm gonna keep it real because these little niggas ain't understanding where he going with it's so hard for them to be positive, and it's so easy for him and so seamless. Man. And we having a conversation. He say, yeah, man, it's crazy because he got his name from my brother.
Crazy, right?
I was like, what you mean?
Yeah.
He was like, you know my brother, right? I was like, yeah, Keith, the pack. He's like, Stunnaman. I was like, oh. Man. I was like, wait a minute. He was like, he liked him, like he was young enough to you know what I'm saying? He looked up to him. Like, right. He was like, yeah, nigga. I was like, oh, this is.
And it's a trip that he wouldn't
this is amazing.
That right away because a lot of rappers use like Capone or Noriega They look
Nah.
up to the Italian mafia and Scarface and shit like that.
They cool, but
So,
I'm black.
You look up to a brother.
Yeah. Yeah,
He was really bitter about
and
that,
somebody
though,
that's
for a
not
minute.
that much older, or even that much of a polarizing figure like that. Like, this is somebody that's changing culture where he's from. Like, he like, nigga, this
Man.
nigga the nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? But that was a funny story that just to bring
And
that
it's crazy at
360.
that show, y'all. Pete, one of the songs I performed was the Molly Wop we flipped.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's like that Stunnaman biggest song.
Yeah.
It's paying homage.
in
Yeah,
Berkeley.
man.
Yeah, in Berkeley, I intentionally performed that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was
You know what
dope.
I mean?
That was dope as hell.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
just to see like that, that moment happened and it come back around, and he also blessed you, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I saw him at one of the plays. I think Karan was a part of.
Yeah.
Or his mom did, or something like that.
Yeah.
Something where we just in the right place, right time. His producer Erickson said, "What's up?" He's like, "Oh, I just saw you perform at the WrestleMania event.
Oh,
You went
okay.
crazy. I gotta introduce you to Keith." And I retell him the story, and he like, "Hold on, Stunnaman02, nigga." He kind of
Yeah.
flexed up on me,
Yeah.
but then eventually we talk, and he like, "Man, you know what? Go do your thing." And
Right.
he do artwork now, which is dope.
Yeah,
I
it's
still
dope,
gotta
yeah.
work with him though.
Work with him.
Eventually-
Yeah.
It's coming.
For sure.
So,
It
yeah.
gotta
So,
come.
And you
So,
explain to him
you know
at
what I'm
the